What's going on, Baltimore? What's going on? What's going on, Israel? You know what I'm saying? Isupk Bmore school back in full effect. You know what I'm saying? Back from the Passover. We got it in, you know what I'm saying? Put your hand, clap it up. Turn that light on for me, priest. 52 annual Passover, you heard. Magnificent. Got an opportunity to see my brothers, man, see my family thriving, man. Looking good, you heard. Everybody out there is looking absolutely marvelous, man. Go out to the Baltimore Israelites page and check out our dress, man. Check out our Houston swag, man, and how we did it, you know what I'm saying, down at the 52 annual Passover, man, where we showed out for the Lord. Showed the Lord that we ready for a kingdom, man. We ready for a home, man, because goddamn, it's been a hard slavery, brothers, sisters, children. It's been a hard goddamn slavery, man. It's been a hard damn 400 years underneath the most vilest people that could ever be thought up. You understand that you could ever be under. This was the punishment of punishments, you heard. And we're gonna get into our enemies, man. We gotta understand who the hell our enemies are, man, because our black leaders keep telling us to join with every damn body, man. For instance, man, all this time they've been talking about Asian hate. Asian hate is an uptick in hate against Asians. I looked up the data on that, and it's really not as bad as they trying to make it out to be, and especially when it comes to black people harming Asians. There was one incident where a brother had a cinder block. The whole video looks like they're fighting. We don't even know why they're fighting, but it looks like they're fighting. It don't look like an attack. It looks like both they're fighting. Our black preachers, our black leaders told us to join with the Asians because we're both so-called minorities and we both have the same problems, which is completely idiotic. The Asians own $1 trillion a day small and medium business conglomerates in every black neighborhood in America, period. We're not in the same boat. And you got to keep your eyes open, man. We are not in the same boat as Asians. Asians own all of our commodities. At this point, our children are squeegee kids. You know why? Because we don't have any businesses to employ them. We grow up in a neighborhood that people from a third world country on the other side of the earth can come over illegally or so-called legally, come into our neighborhoods, open a business, and thrive in our neighborhood, taking that business and those commodities away from the black families that grew up in that neighborhood. So how can you grow up in a community where somebody from outside of the community, not in your culture, not of your language, do not love your people, can come and take all the businesses in your neighborhood? That neighborhood obviously does not work for us. You understand? There's no two ways of looking at it. We're not in the same boat as these Asians. Asians don't have black businesses because they work harder. That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie, man. They only started calling black people lazy when we stopped working completely for free. Now we're somehow lazy. They don't work any harder than us, man. They don't work harder than us, man. In fact, they can't even hold a comb to us, man. When it comes to hard working when it comes to responsibility, they can't hold nothing to us, man. And the thing is that your news channels and your black leaders have all come together to conspire and destroy the reputation of black people. They've been doing that since the 40s. Like really digging in. No other people on earth have been so propagandized as black people, that have had their reputation so utterly eviscerated as black people, man. So our leaders are telling us to join together with Asians. When you join in a partnership with another culture, another community, another race of people, there has to be benefit in it for both. It's nothing wrong with working with another people in order to have an outcome that's favorable for you both. But this is the problem. Every time black people join with another nation, another race, another community, that community thrives and we get left in the dirt. And that is exactly what happened with this join with Asians nonsense. Asians have been benefiting the entire time, and a lot of us don't even know it. Matter of fact, let me pull a scripture real quick. Ezekiel 33:2. Pull this scripture real quick, then we going to show some of this unity and all the propaganda that was going on throughout the winter and summer months of last year, trying to get black people to open up and join with Asians. And then we're going to see who benefited from this joint venture, from minorities coming together with a goal. Now, already they own all of our businesses. They take the revenue from those businesses and they buy our black councilmen and mayors. Yes, even Mayor Brandon, what's his last name? Mayor Brandon Scott has had his campaign donated to by the Korean Society of Baltimore. Look that up. The Korean Society of Baltimore. They purchase and they pay for and they prostrate and prostitute all black leaders in Baltimore City. All of them. All of the councilmen have prostituted themselves to the Korean Society of Baltimore, which is why they own all the businesses in Baltimore. How can you grow up in a neighborhood and somebody from the other side of the earth has a better chance at having a business in your neighborhood than you? And you gonna tell me something ain't wrong with that? That's fair business practices? In order to make a modern business work, you need funding. You got that scripture? Go ahead. Ezekiel 33:2.
This is Ezekiel 33, chapter 33, verse 2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, verse 3.
For their what?
Watchman.
For their watchman. A watchman is somebody who warns of danger. You understand? He warns of danger. He's the one that rings the bell, man. He's the one that got to let you know, man, that there's a people coming to destroy us. But our so-called leaders today, they aren't watchmen, man. They coons and traitors and whatever else you want to call them. Because when the enemy is at the gate, they say, let them in and let's join them. And they come in and take and rob us of every goddamn thing. And then give that pastor, that mayor, that councilman a cut of what they're robbing from black people, man. Take the wisdom of the Bible. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet.
He blow the trumpet. He's warning the people. The sword is coming upon the land. Death, destruction, poverty, famine. All of these things are things that our enemy bring upon us. That's right, famine in the midst of us. Our children can't even go to school in the morning with a decent meal, brother. The black stores, even I remember this when I was a young man. The stores, the black stores in the neighborhood, because you got to remember, the black folk that own those stores in the neighborhood, they live right next door to us. We had a store called Reed's. It was a sub shop, you know, a little an in store where you could go get a chicken box and whatever you need, a few groceries and things like that, right? Right? Well, Miss Reed and them, they used to hook up breakfast for the children in the morning. And they would have free breakfast in the schools. Have them a little egg sandwich, you know, little sandwich, some sausage, some stuff like that. They meant well. You know, they didn't know he was feeding us unclean food, but they meant well. It was taking care of the community. And even after school, when I would walk from school and stop past Reed's, I would say, let me get a sub and just put it on my mother's bill. She'll pay you later. Or my daddy will be around to pay you in a few. That's community. You can't walk in a Asian store and have community. What they're doing is taking the resources of the neighborhood and taking it out of the neighborhood. That's why we're so poor. General Yohana came to Baltimore 4 or 5 years ago and broke this down to me, and it just pulled together. He just put all the dots in place, man. Why is everybody squeegee kids? Why everybody broke? Why everybody poor? Read on, brother.
And warn the people, verse 4, when whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
His blood shall be upon his own hand. Because if our leaders were actually warning us of the dread and the death and the famine that's coming through our gates with these Asians, and we didn't heed that warning, our death would be on our own hand. Our suffering would be on our own hand. But that's not what our leaders are doing. That's not what they're doing. Not only are they not warning us, they're sending us in the other direction completely, telling us to open the gate, to love these people. And they come in and rob us every time, man. There's no other people that had more violence against them in this country in the past, in the present, and likely in the future than black people. There's no way that a little bit of fighting with Asians can constitute them being, can constitute hate bills by Congress being passed. because they purchased our leaders. Our leaders are prostitutes, man, for these Asians. Read on, brother.
Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he taketh warning shall deliver. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Verse 6. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity.
Woe to the black pastors, the black mayors, and councilmen, because you bastards have been seeing that sword coming for years, man. Y'all been seeing that sword coming over the horizon for years. And not only have you not warned, you have pushed us to believe that these people are somehow in the same boat as us, and we should join with them and trust them when they're robbing us the entire time, robbing us of our peace, robbing us of our money, of our tranquility, man. These people come in our neighborhood and take day and night with substandard products, feeding us rat and dog and cat that they've been doing for years, and we've been catching them. And still you black leaders wanting a crumb that would sell us for a crumb, still you push that narrative of we need to join with these people, man. Woe unto you. Read on, brother.
But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
His blood will I require. Keep on.
Verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Well, let me tell you something, man. And that is the only watchman we should be listening to. And we should, because if you read this Bible and take this Bible in context, it tells you to never trust your enemy and never seek to have peace with them and never allow them in your neighborhood to open up prosperous businesses all over your communities, man. The Bible warns against that, because that's exactly what has happened. They've taken everything from us and helped the dominant society, which is white society, lock us the hell up. They don't give a damn about cops killing black kids. They put guns to our children's head. And I'm going to show you a video where Asians put guns to our children's head. Go ahead, you had something?
General Muhammad just brought out some video where there was a white guy, oppressor, speaking on the Black Wall Street, and he was saying that the Black Wall Street was open. It came into life. It gave life because black people weren't able to shop where the oppressor shopped at. So during the oppression, we had to make our own everything, and through that time, that while we were segregated, we actually had airports, hospitals, banks. We had all of this because of Isupk. But then they blew it up, and they destroyed it, and then they wanted to join in with it. And like that's what happened. You know what I mean? So now we got Asians in our neighborhood.
Segregation brought us closer together. Because of the violence of white supremacy, we bonded closely together. And if we wanted to have any kind of progress or have any type of innovation or just live like a goddamn human being, we had to do it ourselves. And this is the lesson that we did not learn. And General Muhammad is absolutely right about that. Let's get that first video playing. This was what was going on all through last summer, all through the winter, this joining together with Asians, this black and Asian joining together to fight against white supremacy. It sounds real good. Only problem is the Asians love white supremacy. White supremacy have made them very prosperous. Why in the hell would they join with black people? See, we haven't thought about any of that. It was white supremacy that helped them with the funding, that helped them go through the entire Americas and take over black businesses. That was through the help of white supremacy. They didn't work with black people to do that. They came in and usurped, took, and every time they commit a crime against black people, they either found not guilty, and even when they're found guilty, they don't do any time. We not watching and seeing what's going on, man. Let's put that video on.
Frustrating that it took a tragedy like what happened in Atlanta for Asians to be seen, for Asians to be heard.
We are both minority and we are both fighting for the same thing, which is human rights.
Our minority are together, we are supporting each other, and we are willing to change this society together as a family.
See that white supremacy is trying to put the two cultures against one another, and although there is history within the two cultures, that's something that we can move forward with and make sure that we know that we're sharing the same ground and see what the dialogue can be between the two of us.
We're all fighting that same fight. Race is not new, and it affects Asians, Blacks, Latinos. It's important that we just come out and support each other.
I believe in solidarity and unity, and there's no better way to do that than right here.
For our families, I'm really afraid, and I also live in fear every single day that I might not see my parents or my mother after they work the whole day to provide for us.
I never thought I'd be scared to step out of my home, but even taking the train in was pretty terrifying at some points. So it's nice to be able to be surrounded by people who are also hurting at this time, because that could have been any one of us.
I think it's hard when the country that I live in and I give everything to does not recognize racism happens in the country and how that may affect that community.
We're about to take over the streets of New York. It's not about who finishes first, it's about us finishing together.
I think
It feels really empowering knowing that there are so many people.
Let me know when I'm back. So we heard all that. If you read any of the words that popped up on the screen, it was basically more or less about Asians. It was about Asians, the percentage of violence against Asians, the uptake. It was all about Asians. It didn't say much about the violence against black people, which have been going on for 400 goddamn years. All right? The Asians wasn't talking about none of the violence that's being done to black people, yet they want to join with us, and they're holding all the money. Okay, if you join with us, are you going to stop the monopoly on small businesses in Baltimore? Are you going to allow some black entrepreneurs and business owners to have a goddamn inch in their goddamn own neighborhood? Are you gonna allow that? So that we can hire some of these black children so they can stop going out at night and killing each other? If you look at crime statistics in lower income black neighborhoods, inner city, where black people make the least money, you have the most violence. Because lack of resources almost calls for violence. If you don't have a way out, if your mind is stuck in a point of slavery where you can't think of a way out, your reality is governed by what you see. By what you see. And what you see is Asian ownership in black communities. So how the hell can I get a storefront making any money and I'm not Asian? It's like if you were a black child growing up today, you would think that everybody in the community loves Asian people more than you. Because you see Asian people with all the wealth, with all the power in black neighborhoods. When you go to buy some clothes, you go to the Asians. When you go to buy some food, you go to the Asians. You go to get some gas, you go to the Asians. When you go to the whites, you go to the Arabs. In our own damn communities, man. They pushed that garbage all last year of unity with Asians. We got to come together with Asians. But the reason why is because those black leaders did kickbacks. That's number one. And then you have the people that were speaking in the videos. A lot of them are just idiots, man. They listen to our leaders. And in their mind, they think it makes sense, that it's practical to join with another minority when you have this one people, which is white supremacy, vexing both of you. But white supremacy is not vexing Asians. Asians don't get murdered by the police. Asians don't get beaten by the police. A police cannot murder an Asian and do no time. Police do not walk up in Asian people's houses and murder them on their couch while they're eating ice cream. Asians don't get a knee on their neck and strangled to death in public. Asians don't get humiliated and pepper sprayed and beaten. It doesn't happen. Have you ever seen a black man put a gun to the head of an Asian child? If you ever did, he would be in jail, right? But an Asian man can put a gun against the head of a black child and not go to jail. See, and I can show you a video on it. I don't just make this stuff up, man. I don't just make this stuff up. We want to find out how Asians really feel about black people. Load that next video up. All right, go ahead and play that. This is Asians' real feelings.
Why are you coming over here?
Because you don't know where they live at.
Why is it your
business?
business?
When you come to their neighborhood, this is what the hell happened.
This is my home.
Okay, mine too. Why are you taking pictures of me? I live in Scottsdale. Why are you taking pictures of me?
Michigan plates?
Yeah. Why are you taking pictures of me?
Well, you know what? We've had problems here.
I don't care. You don't know me. Why are you taking pictures of me? and I don't know you. Do you know a lot of white men are doing racist things in this world, sir?
No,
You don't know that? You're not aware
I'm a
of that?
racist.
You are a racist.
I'm a racist.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So
What's
the
your
issue?
point? Why are you here?
Because this is a no zone.
Not really.
Oh, is it?
Not really, sir.
Tell me.
There's not a not so I'm here. And what
But
I'm
you
about to
don't
do,
live here.
what I'm
But
about
you
to
don't
do,
live here.
I do. I stay here. What I'm about to do,
Yeah.
me and my friend, we about to record our videos,
Okay.
and you not gonna do a motherfucking thing about it. Y'all hear me?
That's fine. Let
You
me.
not
I'll tell you
gonna
what.
do
What do you?
a thing. I don't want to hear you say nothing.
Oh, I'll tell you what though.
You just not gonna do another thing. So,
What?
as y'all see,
You're
can't keep the
filming me
camera.
doesn't stop
Yeah.
me from doing things.
It doesn't mean. Alright, you can bring me. I'm about to record my video.
Okay.
You're not gonna do anything,
Okay.
and let you try to touch me. Let you try to touch him.
Well, I wouldn't touch
Let
you.
you already disrespected me. Can you step back a little bit? I feel
Oh,
like you harming.
We are 6 feet.
Yeah, no. I need you to step back.
You gotta kill her, stop the video. You know why the brother was mad? Look, the Asian man said, I am a racist. He said, I am a racist. Because here you are in my neighborhood. Now, mind you, Asian people do business in black neighborhoods. They do their business here. They walk through black neighborhoods with impunity. Nobody will touch them. An old black man would be robbed long before a young Asian who's making millions of dollars every day in your poor, depraved neighborhood will ever be touched. But when you find yourself in their neighborhood, they say it's a no Negro zone. You can't be here. Why? Because you're a danger to this community. Yet they can be in our community making money. The reason why white supremacy wants you to join with your Asian minority is because they're just as racist against you as white supremacy is. They're just as racist, man. And I've proved this many times, man, and you can prove it to yourself. You know what you do? You have a cell phone, and on that cell phone, it can decipher many different languages. A lot of those Asians speak Mandarin. If you set your phone to decrypt that Mandarin that they're talking, and all you got to do is have it in your hand while they're talking, you'll understand that they're calling us cockroaches. And they're expressing their hate right in front of our face. But because we don't speak the language, and we don't care to, and we don't give a damn about anything, Mama Son is calling you a filthy, disgusting, vile cockroach in front of your face. A cockroach worthy of death. That's what my phone used to say every time it translated in Mandarin from these Asians, man. This Asian man is telling this brother this is a no nigga zone. You don't belong here and you can't be here. Give me Jeremiah 48:15, man. Because in the Bible, every nation has a biblical name. And these Koreans and Chinese, their biblical name is Moab. That's when you can go in your Bible and you can see their biblical name and their relationship with Israel at the time, who are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, of Negro and Indian descent, not Spaniards. All right? Of Negro and Indian descent. Let's make that clear. And when you see the relationship with Moab and the children of Israel, it's just like the relationship that we have with Moab today. They have a lot of pride. They look down on us. They only see us as a commodity. Just like white supremacy saw us 200 years ago. A commodity to build wealth off of. That's what they see us as. They take over our neighborhoods. They take everything from us, man. And we listen to these idiots that say join them. And what do we get out of it? Nothing. While they move up in white society and continue to crush us under boot. Read that, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 15. Moab is spoiled and gone up out of her city.
Look, when it says spoiled, it don't mean rich and fat. What this talking about is destruction. And why? Because of the arrogance and pride and the ambition of white supremacy these people have. Yeah, they've treated us the same goddamn way as white supremacy. They've done the same things as white supremacy. They're the reason why our children are out here begging for a damn dollar. Because they take and they take. Their greed is insatiable, man. Read on.
Verse 15.
You start from the top.
Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 15. Moab is spoiled and gone up out of her cities, and his chosen young men are gone down to the slaughter. Saith the King, whose name is the Lord of hosts.
Who's the Lord of hosts? Yahweh. He gonna make that happen, man. Because of the vile greed and lust these people have for every goddamn thing we have. They don't go into somebody else's community and take. They come to black people's community. And they take and they ravage. Because we simple enough to listen to black leaders and go shop at their damn stores. When a black woman make the best fried chicken, man. A black woman make the best ribs. A black woman sew clothes the best. You wanna see what happened at the 52 annual Passover? Black women created, sold those garments, man, throughout the whole event. Asian women ain't got nothing on that. These are garments with sauce, with spirit, with flavor. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got the words to properly, articulate the type of swag that was going on at this Passover, man. Why the hell would you ever buy something from an Asian when you have black women with this type of skill? This type of... Oh, man. Forget it. Read on, bro.
Verse 16. The calamity of Moab is near to come, and his affliction hastened fast. Verse 17.
His affliction is going to hasten real fast. Because he's going to wonder why you don't want to buy his fried rice. His beef fried rice no more. He's going to wonder why you don't want to buy his chicken boxes no more. Because you going to be then woke the hell up. He's going to wonder why you don't want to buy his little plastic trinkets and his little sound devices and his little crap that you drop it break crap. He gonna wonder why you don't love the Asian man no more. And it ain't that you ain't gonna love the Asian man no more, it's that you gonna love the black man. You gonna love the black woman. We're gonna finally realize that we got to love our God. I keep saying goddamn, I ain't supposed to damn us. We gonna love ourselves, man. More violently than we love these other races of people. We were born to love. We are just built that way, man. Built to forgive. And we do that. We forgive the most heinous atrocities, man. But in order for us to survive, we have to survive from a position of strength. And that's what Yahweh and Yahweh Shah is telling us, man. Commanding General Yohana has been telling us to come together, not to support these other races of people because they don't have our best interests at heart. They want to see us destroyed and enslaved. As long as we are enslaved and under the leash of white supremacy, Chinese people, Korean people are going to get paid in our neighborhoods and have a wonderful, prosperous life. Can we not see that? Come on, man. Where you at? Oh, go ahead, Bree.
Nah, I was gonna say, like, in Asian, Moed, like, they the kings and queens of bootleg. Like, they try to do everything. They come after and try to do everything. And you get the cheapest version of them. Like, bootlegging is like synonymous with the Koreans. You know what I mean? Like, it's a store, a website called Wish. That's all I feel like, order Wish, man. You get some bootleg JCs from Japan, God, from Wish. Like, they run it, man. I tried to get so many different things. Man, that's just corny stuff. Like,
you can get a pair of Jordans, a pair of anything that they've copied. They copy every goddamn thing. They do anything for $1, any type of business, and it's crap. It's crap. But we continue to fund these people. We fund their shenanigans and their ability to fool us, destroy us, take every goddamn thing from us. And we continue to believe these ridiculous black leaders that we should join this so-called minority when they're the ones that are destroying us as well. Did we finish that? Let's get verse 17.
Verse 17. All ye that are above him, bemoan him, and all ye that know his name say, how is the strong staff broken, and the beautiful rod? Verse 18.
No, you good right there. How is the strong staff broken? How did our strength become so weak, man? How did we become so weak as to allow all of these Asian people to sell us everything from our fish to our beef to our clothes? Even symbols of our own culture, they sell us. Necklaces, you know, with this, that, and the third on it. And we think we Africans, necklaces with Africa on it. And anything we want. They even name their businesses, you know, hip-hop, or hip-hop is the Arabs, but they do the same thing. They do the same thing with fried chicken, our culture. Our culture, they sell us our own damn culture. How disrespectful is that? When they have Chinese food as specifically their culture, that we're going by, we're going to eat some Chinese tonight. We gonna eat some African American tonight. You go to Chinese people to get your fried chicken. We don't realize how disgusting this actually is. Let's get that next video. Say again now. The tab. It's a tab. All right, what's the next video? Yeah. That should be right there. That's the video. It's not a YouTube video. Just open it up. Yeah, just open it up and play it. You got it?
Look at him. That's a baby. He's pointing a gun. He's pointing a gun, man. That's a baby. Hey, stop pointing your gun at him. Don't point that gun at him. Don't point that gun at him. Don't point the gun at him. I'll chill out. Don't point that damn gun at him. Don't point that gun at him, man. Hey, right there. Sit right there. Let him sit there. Let him sit there. Hey, let him go. He's not going nowhere. Let him go. Let him go. He's not going nowhere. He ain't gonna go nowhere. Hey, back up, y'all. Back up. Hey, you fast. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It don't matter. You gonna get in trouble anyway. You're okay. Good. You don't have to hold him. You straight. You straight. You don't have to hold him that. You straight. Look, baby. Listen. We're not gonna call him. Come on. That's his mama. That's his mama, man. Give him to her. Give him to her. Either you give him to her. Give him to her. I'm not scared of no gun. You can kill me today. I'm not scared of no gun. I'm not scared of no gun. Who's talking about no gun?
You can bring me back over. The water. Good. That's what's up, the water priest. So you can see right here where you have an Asian man that takes a black child. Now they blurted out his face because of how horrific it is for a grown man to stick a gun in a child's face. Was this Chinese man killed by the police? Was this Asian man beaten by the police? No. Did he face any justice for terrorizing that black kid in that way? No. He continues to own his business. He continues to take care of his business. He's not in jail. Imagine if a black man, a black business owner, now this was because this Asian man said that this black child took something out of his store, a candy bar or something of that nature. Now again, they take trillions of dollars nationwide out of black neighborhoods every day. But this Asian man is upset about a candy bar. So much so that he'll stick a gun in a black child's face. You know what that says? He has no respect for this people. The people who feed him every day. The people who give his family the ability to go to college and become doctors and lawyers in the private sector when he's robbing black people, man. Salaki. Give me Isaiah 16 and 6, please. Bible Shah. Isaiah 16 and 6.
This is Isaiah chapter 16, verse 6.
Go ahead, priest.
We have heard the pride of Moab.
I heard the pride of Moab. He stuck that gun in that black child's face with the ultimate amount of pride. The ultimate amount of pride and arrogance that said, these people can't do a goddamn thing to me. The same way Derek was his name, Chauvin, the killer cop had his knee on George Floyd's neck. That same amount of arrogance and pride, man, that disgusted us so much that we had to come out in droves for our brother. But that kind of vile disrespect was just too goddamn much for even us. But this is a child. This is not a George Floyd. This is not a 6'4" big burly black man. This is our children. The Asians did this to our children. Read on, brother.
We have heard the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even of his naughtiness, and his pride, and his wrath, and his lies shall not be so.
His wrath. He's high on a horse, riding high on a hog, man. He believes that black people are lower than a cockroach, is what they call us every day in their stores. When we come to spend our money to finance their vile, disgusting family, they call us cockroaches, man. And we listen to our disgusting, filthy black leaders to tell us to join with them, man. And he sticks a gun to the head of your black children. Because he has no respect for us. He doesn't fear reprisal for us. But you Negroes so hard, so raw. You mess with mine, I'm going to ride or die. I'm going to shoot up this. I'm going to beat up that. I'm going to drink. This Chinese man has no respect for you, gangster. Got nothing for you, gangster. You know what I mean? Real bitches, hard ass nigga. He ain't got no respect for none of us. Straight like that. He take one of our children, put a gun to their head, and dare anybody do a damn thing. And ain't a damn thing happened to him. I don't understand how any black man can get up in any rap song or on any stage and talk about how hard he is when these people can do this to us. These little weak ass people can do this to us. Salaki. They gonna bust my rank and tell me what y'all got going on out there in Baltimore? I can see General Yohana now. Salaki, sir. Get carried away. Finish that scripture, please, brother.
Verse 7. Therefore shall Moab howl for Moab.
Moab shall howl for Moab. meaning the Moabites here, they're going to holler out for their Moabites over there in China and in Korea, because we're going to stop buying them chicken fried rice. We're going to stop allowing them to go, gangster free in our neighborhoods and put guns through our children's heads and beat up our sisters. They was beating us up all last summer, throwing acid in sisters' faces. Don't nobody remember all that. General Yohana remember. You remember. Now that shouldn't be violence done against anybody. But the crimes that have been done to black people far outweigh anything from any other race, man. For us to be joining somebody else and taking, look, Asians petitioned the federal government, and Congress pushed through a hate bill for Asians, man. The first hate bill ever put through for Asians passed the Congress. Absent one vote. They all voted to pass it. Black people been trying to get a hate bill for 400 years. We've had brothers with chains put around their necks, dragged for miles. The police had to pick up flesh from, who was it, Mr. Bird, from an area of 3 miles. Meaning his lips was over here, his nose was here, he had a finger here, a finger there, and then in the next mile he had half of his large intestines, a quarter inch of his small intestines on the 3rd mile. I've had enough of this garbage and these lies, man. I don't know about you, black man, but I've had enough. Let me get, let's get one more. Let me get that is it that last video? What's that last video? Let me get that last video. Let me get that last one, and I'm gonna end it off. What time is it? It's 8:45. We started late. Salaki. Let me get that last video. Bible shop.
Liang is a scapegoat, treated unfairly because he's Asian American.
We're angry for the system that has failed both Akai Gurley, Eric Gartner, and Peter Liang.
Liang was convicted of manslaughter for shooting Akai Gurley in a darkened stairwell in East New York in 2014. The bullet ricocheted off a wall and struck Gurley in the chest. He was unarmed. And in a controversial move last month, Brooklyn DA Ken Thompson recommended no jail time in Liang's sentencing, calling the fatal shooting a tragedy and unintentional. That recommendation by the DA infuriating Gurley's family.
We are disgusted with the justice system. Stop killing Akai again and again with your tricks.
Gurley's supporters rallied outside Brooklyn court last week on the day Liang was supposed to be sentenced, but decision day postponed as the judge heard 2 days of testimony from juror number 9, an 11th hour bid by Liang's defense to force a mistrial, arguing Michael Vargas lied to get onto the jury, withholding his father's conviction for an accidental shooting and a possible bias against cops. The judge, though, denying that motion to throw out the verdict on Thursday. Now, in most cases, the judge will go along with the DA's recommendation, but this hasn't been most cases. Either way, it'll be an emotional day for both sides.
Edomite on it. I'm gonna deal with you at the class, man. No sweat. No sweat. Anytime any of them is get on camera and soft porn. For real. Let's end it out. Let's get matter of fact. second. I'm going to end it out with one scripture. And there you saw where an Asian man murdered a brother. Straight out murdered him in his own community. He wasn't doing any wrong. The police officer was walking in the dark, he said, and he was playing with his trigger, and it went off and accidentally hit the brother. You know, oops. Every time a black man get murdered, it's always oops. I thought the gun was a taser. Oh, I thought this was my house. I was in the dark, I thought I heard something. I thought he had a gun, it was a cell phone. Oh, it was his finger. It's always a goddamn oops, a oopsie. Well, this Asian made a oopsie. Got convicted of the murder, but did no time. Because an Asian judge said he don't need to be in jail. He made a mistake. The Asian community in force came out in support of this garbage. The same way they came out in the 90s with Lakeisha Harding, when a Asian store owner shot her in the back of her head, murdered her because she said she thought she was trying to steal some orange juice. She had the $2 and some cents in her hand, dead, laying on the floor, man. Man, don't talk to me about uniting with these damn people, man. How am I unite with you against white supremacy when you are white supremacy? You are white supremacy. You can murder us and do no time in jail. None. You have the pride of a caveman. You can do whatever you want to this people or think you can. I'll have what the Lord said we should have. I'll have the justice that the Lord said we should have. There is no uniting with a people that have usurped all the businesses in your neighborhood. And you have been made to think they own all the businesses because you're so stupid and slow and you don't work and they work and come together. That's a lie. It's all a lie. It's all propaganda. It's all propaganda that your black priests and mayors all come together with to get you to think that you're lower than these people, so you better join with them. Yeah, go ahead, Breeze. Was this an Asian?
Nah, it was an oppressor. I'm only bringing it out just to show that whenever there's a situation with us, like violence is always the first go-to when they're thinking about it. And I say that. So the brother, so in your case, high school student, he was having a debate with the teacher about if they should shot her or not. And she, in her anger, because they were on the same page with it, she threw something at him. She didn't know he was good. But she was like, well, how she feel about what you're doing? And somebody had a knife to her. What you want to ask me? Like, man, it was just a shot. And she got upset. She threw something at his head. You can see it, like he got the camera right at his under his neck. But you can see his head like hurt something. He like, but the Lord, you played the real cool. Like, man, I'm doing that. So another teacher came to the classroom because she heard him going back and forth. And they actually suspended this young dude. And then he brought out the picture, he brought out the video. He got both of them, in trouble. They really like, everything was still going on. But it just showed like that the first response for anything
It's vital, of course. I haven't heard of that particular. Oh, maybe I have. It sounds familiar. It actually sounds familiar to me, but I gotta look it up. But the water for bringing that out. But yes, it's always violence when it comes to us and our children. We're talking about our children here. Like, they have no respect, empathy for our old or our young. And that's something that's in the Bible. That is wisdom that we should learn from the Bible and take to heart. Why? Because it's happening. All right, let's go out with Numbers 27 and 16. Let's go out with that.
This is Numbers chapter 27, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation. Verse 17. Which may go before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord may not be a sheep flock, be as sheep, which have no shepherd.
Good night. You know what this is saying? This is the wisdom of the Bible that we have to understand. We gotta study this, man. We are like a sheep with no shepherd. What happens to a sheep out in the wilderness that doesn't have a shepherd to lead them or to protect them? This is the same thing that was talked about in the garden. When we had the animals round about us. It's not talking about actual lions and tigers and bears and dumb crap. It's talking about these other nations of people that prey upon us. Asians are preying upon us because we're not united and we don't have a shepherd to help us or to warn us. My bad, that wasn't right. Excuse me. We look towards the wrong shepherds. There is a shepherd, a rebel, a hard man, a man of faith, a man that will blow that horn no matter what happens to him. A rebel, a ride or die. That's Commanding General Yohana, man. That's Commanding General Yohana. Reader, let's finish that up real quick. We end it up.
Verse 18. Verse 18. And the Lord said unto Moses, take thee Joshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay thy hand upon him.
Okay, I think we finished up at 17. Because we were talking about the watchmen and the Lord putting watchmen over us. So you know what a watchman is. That's somebody who blows the horn. But these Negroes, these people, they allow us to be devoured by whatever comes through the goddamn gate. As long as they can get a cut of the spoils of what they've taken off of the dead bodies of all the people. That's how disgusting these leaders are, man. We ought to stop listening to these people. And we need to seek out a man of God. His name is Commanding General Yohana. And with that, I say shalom. And I'm going to bring up Priest Alazar to end us out, man. Wrap it up. Wow. These are the security announcements. We got an Isupk out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Types, which is the commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. So it means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced Ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. Slide. What we got coming up? Alright. Remind Akim to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, you're going to get one courteous salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Amayim, Mighty Shabbat, Barak, Amayim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakatah. With that, Yazimatah Slot. Class dismissed.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain, and a lot of sorrow got betrayed. So packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused like my new hope. Cops got me on the side of the road, like a sideshow. Ain't no part broke. Now I'm sitting by the man on this gospel. Reverend with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bag, the hand that's a red turd from a pressure. But like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus I should break. Sometimes I follow what you can soldier. Trying to find a good shepherd. Plus I you in hell, how you can tell. With the breath of life, I'm a tell. Listen well to what I tell. No calling it cause pain. Something that'll